Here we have yet another outstanding Clovis Paleo Storystone face and Mammoth Effigy made out of the most beautiful volcanic glass from Mount Shasta, California. This is one of a grouping of Clovis cache blades that was dug on Lady Nellie Thompson's property back in the early to mid 70s. And they were encrusted in a white powdery substance, possibly volcanic ash. And as they were, as the powdery incrustation material was peeled away, was cleaned away, lo and behold, these were found in a large area on her property. And many of these specimens, probably not quite as refined as this one. There were a number of them that were, but there were others that were a bit more crudely done. These are in the style of a Clovis cache blade. You can see here kind of a unifacial, not quite, but kind of a unifacial type side here that the Clovis would peel this off and use a typical type scraper. But these are cache blades. These were never used. These were meant to be offerings. These were offerings, and they were made out of the most beautiful, beautiful volcanic glass that you'd ever want to lay your eyes on. And this is really an outstanding piece. Here we have a bubble here. Right here, there's a bubble. And that's the eye of the mammoth, now facing left, with its big trunk coming down to the left. We also have a human face, rather stylized. This is the eye, this is the nose here, and the mouth down here, looking off from the back of the mammoth. Looking off from the back of the mammoth, and the mammoth now facing left. This one is really heavily patinated. This has been washed. I've washed this with dishwasher soap and water. To bring out the patina on stone, it's important to wash them with soap and water, because the human oils on our human skin oils certainly obscure the patina. This one was likely found on the surface, and no doubt. And then we have a great deal of patina on certain areas of this stone. And then the workmanship is just super quality, super Clovis quality. Look at the etching here up around the eyebrow, eyelid areas of the eye, which they did. They enhanced the hair around the eye, and the trunk has been beautifully flaked. And the back of the hair of the back of the mammoth has been flaked outstandingly. Just excellent Clovis workmanship. And this material, this volcanic glass, I've had it tested at the University of Stephen Austin, Texas. I provided them 3 samples, and they did X-ray fluorescence testing on them, and they all checked out to be naturally occurring volcanic glass. And before my discovery, archaeologists were unaware of any type of artifacts made from this beautifully occurring volcanic glass that was heretofore called Andara crystal. And the people that found these and sold these did not realize that these were in fact man-made artifacts. They thought they were just completely nature-made. Now here we have the hair of the faces and the mammoths, which are etched beautifully into the stone. My discovery of these paleo storystone effigies also uncovered the paleo etching techniques that were employed by not only our Clovis friends, but also Paleo Indians, all the way dating back to Homo erectus. I have on my website, antiquitiesoftheamericas.com, a beautiful Homo erectus hand axe from the sub-Sahara Africa. And it is absolutely beautifully etched, dated to at least 500,000 years ago. And I've found these storystones going back to at least 1.2 million years ago from the Rift Valley in Egypt, dating back to Homo habilis. So these have been made for a long time, but this Clovis workmanship is truly, truly outstanding. But think about it. Göbekli Tepe in the Middle East, where the Tigris and Euphrates River combined, and likely the Garden of Eden, was a sophisticated city site dating to 12,000 years ago, just about the time these may have been made. And Göbekli Tepe has stela that are pillars of stone that are beautifully carved with animals of all different types. And their technology was way more refined and way more sophisticated than we could have even imagined. And my discovery of these story stones also shows and evidences that wonderful stoneworking technology in these beautiful volcanic glass specimens. Here's another mammoth now facing right. That bubble now has been flaked to the surface. That's the eye of the mammoth, now facing off to the right. And these were meant to be viewed through the unifacial side of the piece, because then the flaking on the other side really, with all the light refraction and everything, really pops and really makes it look lifelike. Makes it look like it's coming to life. And then we have yet another face with this, the eye, the nose, and the little mouth here looking up from the back of the mammoth. These were made to stand upright. And these are all story stone effigies. There's a beautiful one with a baby mammoth facing right with its little trunk here and its eye up here. That's from Madagascar. They made a lot of story stone effigies from Madagascar. That's a beautiful biface. But these Mount Shasta specimens made out of this wonderful naturally occurring volcanic glass are actually, I believe, the most beautiful paleo flake stone artifacts ever discovered. Mount Shasta, volcanic glass, Lady Nellie cache, Clovis cache of cache blade, story stone, face, and mammoth effigies.